February, year 19.
I come home from work and am a little surprised when Gene doesn't greet me. He's probably in bed. He seemed fatigued when I got up this morning.
Hey, hon.
Bad day today.
Yeah, I got tired and laid down for a bit after you left. Since then, I managed to make it to the bathroom and back once, but that was it.
Gene never knows how he is going to feel from day to day. Today is a pretty bad one, worse than usual, but we've learned to just accept it. There isn't anything that can be done to improve his condition. And we're both well aware that he could be worse, much worse, than what he currently deals with.
I know I was supposed to get things ready.
It's okay, my love. Siri knows what your bad days are like. She'll understand when I tell her how you're feeling.
Don't cancel. I know how much you enjoy her and the kids coming over like this.
I wasn't going to. We'll just improvise a bit. I'll order some pizzas instead of having the casserole you were going to make. I'm certain the kids will be fine with that.
Okay. I've just been so worried about this all day.
It's Sayori. After everything this past year, do you really think she doesn't understand this happens to you? He smiles and shakes his head.
You're right. You're right.
Do you want me to get you anything? If you've been stuck up here all day, I'm guessing you haven't eaten. He sighs.
I feel too tired to eat, but I know I have to. Can you get me a small bowl of oatmeal? I think I can handle that.
Of course. In the kitchen, I get a single serving of instant oatmeal and put it in the microwave. So much has happened this past year. After getting moved out of her apartment, Zoe lived with Jane and I for 3 months. She then moved in with her parents after finding a better paying job as a receptionist near where they live. Although not able to live on her own yet, she is much more self-sufficient now than she ever was. She even bought her own car. I'm brought out of my musings by the sound of the microwave going off. I take out the oatmeal, stir in a little milk the way Gene likes, and bring it up to him. After helping Gene eat, I come back down the stairs. I wonder if I have time to... Apparently not. I throw open the door. Sayori.
Sorry we're a bit early.
That's never a problem. You're welcome here anytime. Come on in. Sayori's divorce with MC was much nicer than I expected. Despite everything, they both managed to put their hostility aside when it came to their kids. Even I know that usually doesn't happen. MC has custody on the weekdays, while Sayori has them on the weekends. Curiously, MC and his girlfriend ended up moving back into his and Sayori's old apartment. I'm not sure why, but I think he did it to keep the kids from having to change schools. Because of this, Sayori drives out here almost every Friday to pick them up. And she often stops by with them when she does. We don't see each other every week, but we do get together at least once or twice a month. Come on in, James. How is school going?
Fine, I guess.
He looks so much like his father. In addition to spending more time with Sayori, I have of course spent more time with her children this past year. I've done my best to try to get to know them and to be friends with them. But while we have spent quite a bit of time together, they are all still a bit distant to me. I'm not certain why. Hi, Edward. Are you going to say hello to me today? As usual, he just scoots past me towards Sayori without saying a word. He's very shy. Every time I see him, I can't help but remember how he and Hope were to be twins. I don't think even Sayori remembers that anymore. Hey, Meredith. As usual, she is absorbed in a book. She reminds me a lot of myself at that age. Despite our similarities and common interests, I have trouble connecting with her. I struggle so much making friends already. How do I do so with someone as introverted as myself? And what are you reading today?
Harry Potter again.
That's a fun series.
Yeah.
Not knowing what else to say, I close the door behind her and we head to the living room.
Where's Gene?
He's in bed for the evening.
One of his bad days again.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They happen.
I know. I hope he feels better tomorrow.
We'll find out in the morning, though because of that, the tuna noodle casserole we were planning on having isn't even started yet.
I can help you cook.
I appreciate the offer, but it will take too long. I was planning on just ordering some pizza.
Yeah, pizza!
You don't need to do that.
It will take over an hour to make and to cook the casserole that will really cut into our game time.
Game time? Can I play Minecraft?
Meredith is now completely addicted to Minecraft. It's the one thing I know of that is guaranteed to make her put down a book.
No, we're here to visit and do things together.
But Minecraft, it's multiplayer. I smile inwardly to myself at Meredith's vain attempts to get her away. I already know that Sayori isn't going to put her foot down on this. Or is going to, rather.
You know, Yuri and Jean only have one computer, which means no multiplayer.
Technically true, we only have one desktop. Though Jean did finally get his server working again some time ago, however it's not capable of playing games.
And your dad said you've used up all your screen time for today anyway.
Meredith grumbles. Your mother and I were planning on board games again tonight. Fine.
Wait, that's the little one, right? Yeah, because James is the medium one.
We'll go and play the trying game.
I'm okay with that if... I look at Sayori questioningly.
Sure. How about we team up together again though, okay? Yeah.
Ticket to Ride, or what Edward calls the train game, is a little old for him, but he does have fun placing the pieces on the board for Sayori while she plays.
Are we still going to have pizza?
Yes, what kind do you like? I ignore the sad look Sayori gives me. I know she's been trying to get the kids to eat healthier meals. And honestly, I'm a bit worried about my own weight. I'm nowhere near as thin as I used to be. But if we start making the casserole now, it would be just me and Sayori doing it. Meredith would read her book, while James and Edward would get bored and probably start roughhousing.
Not veggie. I want cheese.
I look towards Meredith, but she's completely focused on her book again and paying no attention to anything besides it. Sayori, would you be okay with one pepperoni and one plain cheese for everybody?
You're the one getting them, so whatever you choose is fine.
Okay, then how about you set up the game while I place the order?
Alright.
When I get off the phone from ordering the pizzas, I see that Sayori has already gotten the game ready on the floor.
Okay, everyone pick their color. Can I be blue? Here you go. Oh, I wanted to be blue. Well, James already picked it, but we can be green instead. My God.
How about you, Meredith? What color do you want?
Meredith, it's time to put the book away. We're going to be spending time together.
Okay, can I finish this chapter? Well, this sounds like a reasonable request. Sayori, of course, knows better.
I'm giving you 60 seconds to finish the page you're on and put your bookmark in before I take the book away.
Meredith finishing a chapter is like me finishing a chapter. Without a strict time limit, she'll forget about stopping and just keep going. Fine. Meredith puts her book away and sits down on the floor to play with us. I'll take red. I hand her the red pieces. In that case, I'll be yellow.
Here are your starting cards.
Sayori passes out the cards to everyone. I look through mine and begin planning out my route.
I got lots of islands, Mom.
Good to know.
Edward, you shouldn't tell other people what color cards you have until you're ready to play them. Okay.
We roll the die to see who goes first, and James begins.
I'll draw.
He takes 2 green cards. Okay, so he's not interfering with what I'm trying to do.
It's our turn. Can I place the turns down now? Not yet. We need more of this color.
She directs his attention to a card in her hand.
Before we can put down some trains. More dark what you're gonna get. You're right.
Sayori collects a white and a red card. Knowing Edward, he probably wasn't lying when he said Sayori has a hand of white. If she drew 1, then it means she's probably trying to go there or there. Good, that means she's going to play on spots that I don't need. I prefer to build up a lot and lay down all at once, so that no one knows what I'm doing. Are you going to take your turn, Yuri? I'm thinking. It surprises people when they discover that I am quite competitive when playing board games. Probably because I don't really compete with anything else. It's one reason Jane and I don't play them by ourselves very often. Not only is it hard to find good 2-player games, but I almost always win. He is very much a social gamer, which is why he likes tabletop RPGs so much. Though, if he really tried, he would probably crush me since he's so much better with numbers than I am. I'm going to take some tickets. Finally, I'm taking the wild.
Oh, so Yuri, have you talked to Natsuki at all recently?
Natsuki still stays pretty quiet in the group chat, but Sayori has learned we talk directly from time to time. We spoke on the phone last week. Nothing new with her as usual.
What did you talk about? If you don't mind me asking.
It's okay. We mostly just talked about the new trailer for the second Parfait Girls movie coming out this summer. I saw that online. I'm really excited for it. You like Parfait Girls? Yeah, I watched the first movie at my friend's house. I turned towards Sayori. Natsuki and I are planning on seeing it together when it comes out. This summer we're gonna get all our schedules figured out. Why don't we plan for all of us to see it together? You, me, Natsuki, Jane, Meredith, even James and Edward if they want.
I would love to see Natsuki again. Parfait Girls.
Do you not like it? Have you ever seen or read it?
Well, no.
I admit it may not be to your taste, but I would suggest watching the first movie at least once. It's not as girly as it sounds.
Parfait Girls? Wait, isn't that the name of that manga series you and Natsuki used to read in high school?
Yes, even after high school, we both read it until the series finally ended.
I read the first few volumes with Natsuki back before. Well, before MC joined. I liked the beginning when it was mostly slice of life, but lost interest when the plot started to pick up.
Wait, there was a Parfait Girls book?
A manga, actually.
Yes, I would suggest. Oh, that must be the pizzas. Okay, whose turn is it?
It's Mom's turn. Are you sure we shouldn't wait until after we finish eating?
But Mom, if we stop, we might not have time to finish, and I'm currently winning. I try to hide a smile. Meredith might visibly be ahead in points right now, but she's not actually winning. She's focused too much on short-term gains. The kids are old enough that I'm certain it won't be a problem. Sarah glances towards Edward. Edward isn't touching the cards and will double-check his hands before he puts pieces on the board. Besides, I also would like to make certain we finish the game. Some nights we've played board games and had dinner together. We ran out of time before Siri had to leave for her parents' place. She tries to maintain a consistent bedtime with him, even on the weekends, and it takes a while for her to drive home.
Alright, Harry says it's okay to eat while we play. Just make sure you're careful and use your napkins. We don't want to make a mess and ruin our game. We know.
I pass out some plates and napkins to everyone.
Is there anything you drink?
Just water today. I don't want Sayori to get upset at me for giving the kids pizza and a sugary drink.
Fine.
I get some glasses and fill them halfway with water. I don't think the kids will spill, but if they do, I want to minimize the damage. We all sit down on the floor with our meal next to continue our game.
It's your turn, Mom. Alright.
Sayori draws some cards. I also draw more cards.
So as I was saying, Meredith, if you liked the Parfait Girls movie, you should read the original manga.
I don't know, manga's never really appealed to me. I prefer real books. I look towards Sayori, but she is busy helping Edward, who was having trouble with the cheese sliding off his pizza, though not near the game. I don't think she's noticed the direction the conversation is on. I am tempted to shout out that manga is literature for old times' sake, but I know it wouldn't mean anything to Meredith, so I resist the urge. I used to think of that about manga as well, and while I do prefer novels more, I found that manga and comics can tell deep and interesting stories.
Really?
Yes, though I admit not all of them are worth reading. But that is true for non-graphical books as well. Give Parfait Girls a chance. Don't discount it simply because it's manga. Maybe. I'll think about it. I suspect Meredith is only humoring me, but I don't want to push her on it.
Okay, Edward, we're going to lay down some trays again. Wipe your hands and then get 4 of them for me. Oh, okay.
He does a decent job cleaning his fingers and then counts out 4 trains.
We're going to place them right here.
Siri points to the part of the board she wants them to go. Edward carefully lines up the trains where Siri pointed.
Your turn again, Yuri.
I set down my slice of pizza, carefully wipe the grease off my hands, and take a peek at my hand of cards. I know I'm close to having enough, but I can't quite remember exactly how many I needed again. Let me guess, you're going to take 2 yet again, aren't you? How did you guess? I take 2 random cards. I'd rather have too many than not enough. It's the only thing you've done all game. Aren't you ever going to play a train?
Say, well, don't you remember the other times we played this? She does this every time.
He lays down some trains. Nuts, I was planning on going there. I can still go around so long as... James looks at me and grins. Even though I haven't placed a single train yet, he knows he's cutting off my planned route. I should have played instead of drawing. I waited 1 turn too long. On my next turn, I lay down my first set of trains in one of the 2 spots he can cut me off. On his turn, James lays down trains in the other spot I needed. I sigh. That was the game right there, although I doubt Sayori or Meredith realize it. Might as well play out their winning turns for their sake, but James has already won. So, Sayori, do you think Monica will get any of those new jobs she's applying for?
Probably. She sounds really determined to get away from her old job and the one that doesn't require her to travel so much. You know what she's like when she's set her mind on something. She's sent out at least a dozen applications across the country.
Yeah, I'm really excited that one of the jobs she's applied for is here in town.
Really? I didn't hear that.
It was in the group chat earlier this week.
I must have missed it.
That's right. I don't think you ever responded that day. Did something happen? Ever since the divorce, Sayori's become much more social and active in the group chat again.
Just a rainy day. They happen, you know.
I give her a concerned look.
It wasn't too bad. I even went to work that day, and of course my parents were there.
Good. I know you don't like people worrying about you, but I do.
Thanks. I've learned to tell myself that people worry because they care. It helps. Anyways, Monica is moving back.
Maybe. She has sent out a lot of applications. But she did say that she'd rather take a job here than elsewhere, so that she's close to friends and family.
It would be great to have her around again. We could do things together like we used to. And maybe our kids will become friends too.
Akiko and Edward are pretty close in age.
Yeah, they are.
Sayori furrows her brow a bit. I'm pretty certain I know what she's thinking. She's been worried about Edward being left out of activities because of the age difference between him and her two older children. She doesn't want to say it outright in front of them, though. It wouldn't be an issue if the other half of his soul had survived. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Even if she doesn't end up moving back, hopefully we'll be able to visit if she comes for an interview.
Assuming they don't do the interview remotely. That's what they did at the place I work at now, even though it's just a 10-minute drive from where I live.
Really? I haven't applied for a job in so long. I didn't know they did that now.
You really should stay on top of that kind of thing.
Why? I love my job, and with budgeting, it pays enough to meet our needs.
Even if you don't plan to leave your job, it's a good idea to keep your resume up to date and know what jobs are out there. You never know when you might need it. I'm serious. I needed it unexpectedly.
I know she's talking about her divorce, which is an uncomfortable subject for her, especially in front of her kids. The awkwardness is broken by James calling out.
Final turn.
Looking over, I see that James is now out of pieces, which signals the final turn. Normally, I would have been paying closer attention for that, but I've been playing on autopilot while talking to Sayori, especially since he eliminated me some time ago. We all take our final turn and then count up the points.
It looks like James is the winner tonight.
Really? You beat Yuri?
By quite a bit. Yuri's actually in last place.
She'd let you win.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I didn't let anyone win. He beat me fair and square. She looks at me doubtfully. It's true, look at the board. I point to where James cut me off. I lost the turn he took that spot before I did. But that spot is only worth 2 points. You're forgetting about all the route and ticket bonuses I don't get without it. Oh.
Now I can see it.
That was pretty clever, little bro. Indeed. I playfully ruffle James's hair a little. I'm going to have to keep an eye on him next time we play together. He grins at me.
Alright, we need to clean up now and get ready to go. Edward, can you get all the trains and sort them by color? Yeah.
I pick up the pizza boxes. I'll put the leftover pizza away.
James, can you get the glasses and take them into the kitchen?
Sure.
Meredith, why don't you... No, put the book down and come help us.